Hello everyone, I'm Greg Weaver. Welcome to The Audio Analyst. Today, we are going to get caught up on what has been going on with a premier and exciting audio manufacturer, LampizatOr of Głosków, Poland. As an avid fan of their efforts, I have reviewed a number of their DACs, including their more affordable Baltic 3, now the Baltic 4 in early 2002, and the then flagship Horizon in mid-2023, both in print at Enjoy the Music and on the channel. And I had the pleasure of having a wonderful conversation with the founder and designer of LampizatOr, Łukasz Fikus, in April of 2023 at that year's Exponent event. I have included links to all of these works in today's description. About a month ago, I teased out that I had spent some interesting time in front of the LampizatOr Genya DAC in early June, and how it had brought the lion's share of the Horizon to a new level of affordability. But just what is a Genya? The LampizatOr Genya DAC is the leveraged result of the introduction of the Horizon 360. What do I mean? With the introduction of the Horizon 360, as original Horizons made their way back to the factory for upgrade to the 360 configuration, which implements a new proprietary two-component alternative digital engine built around 3 new processors running proprietary firmware, rather than simply discard these exceptional engines, it only made sense to refurbish and repurpose the now dormant Horizon H99 engines. The aesthetic choice to be more Spartan overall was made, assuring that the focus and bulk of the budget for this new DAC would be prioritized on its sonic accomplishment. To that end, the Genya was built out and realized using the more basic chassis that LampizatOr had already designed for their Kraftwerk power conditioner. The result of retasking the Horizon's unique digital engine, an engine that just 2 years ago had been regarded as the best in LampizatOr's history, was essentially a Horizon Lite, a DAC with a new, simple chassis in matte black with no volume control, display, or remote. Its design uses 4 identical mono circuits, working simultaneously as input buffer, amplifier, and output buffer, to produce 4 simultaneous analog outputs: left positive, left negative, right positive, and right negative. It uses a 6x5 medium current full wave valve rectified power supply and its complement of 4 6 and 6P dual triode conversion tubes for the balanced circuitry, all concealed in this unassuming chassis. It offers balanced and single-ended output with USB, AES-EBU, Toslink, and SPDIF inputs, will read every native file type up to 760 kHz PCM and 22.58 MHz DSD, and incorporates real copper capacitors and silver wiring throughout. And that's the extent of it. The result was that 50 Genyas were expected to be available after their launch at Exponent 2024 at a retail price of $17,500, just 35% or roughly 1/3 of Horizon's $49,000 retail. But what remarkable results! My friend and colleague Fred Ainsley, principal of Destination Sound Group of Plainview, New York, and the North American importer of LampizatOr products, was gracious enough to extend me the opportunity to get some quality time in front of this remarkable DAC. One of the first things to assert itself once this upstart DAC had settled into my reference ring was its low-frequency authority. Listen to the kick drum from the opening of Hotel California from the 1994 Eagles reunion live recording, Hell Freezes Over. The bottom end proved to be so textured, so extended, so pitch defined, so clearly and accurately localized, and so fast that I was knocked out. When it comes to recreating the space of a good recording, rendering honest image sizes and shapes, presenting specific staging locations and nuanced layering, Genya was as good as I've heard. Staying with the Hotel California track, listen to the way it clearly differentiates both the individuality of the early doubled acoustic guitar work by Don Felder and Joe Walsh, and the way it can deliver the seductive charm and magic of the effortless harmonic blend they present together. Further, give a listen to Cat People Putting Out Fire, the opening cut on the 1982 Giorgio Moroder original soundtrack, Cat People. The signature sonics of this track have made it a standout standard in my after-hours LP sessions at audio shows, where I routinely play the 12-inch 45 RPM single. And those characteristics, defined by a deep, atmospheric, almost tribal sound, contrasting Bowie's low baritone crooning and his powerful full-octave vocal leap when he pronounces gasoline in the song, and the following driving percussion backing track are captured on the CD and streaming versions as well. The track features a minimalist percussive arrangement, droning synth lines on the verses, and soars with the entrance of the full band following David's climactic vocal moment. It's an exceptional recording and performance. The Genya is an unassuming and undeniable success, capable of delivering extraordinary sound and exceptional value. No flash, no glitz, just amazing sonic performance. Looking back at my Horizon review notes, it was impossible, based on my memory of my time with the Horizon or from looking at both sets of notes, to differentiate their performance. And while Genya must be seen as a specialty limited edition model, originally expected to exist as a run of only 15 machines, Łukasz has announced that he has sourced more engines, allowing LampizatOr to realize an additional 65 units. And while I feel bad enough that it took me so long to highlight this remarkable accomplishment, they surely won't last, and in fact, they could be all gone at this point. But if you heard and or coveted the remarkable performance of the Horizon, but weren't willing or able to come up with the 50K ante, reach out to LampizatOr immediately. I have included the necessary contact info in today's description. And this brings us to the exciting September 29th news from LampizatOr, when Łukasz announced the arrival of the new flagship DAC, the Aphrodite. After 2 years of development, the list of adaptations for the Aphrodite is as long as it is impressive. I've included a chronicle of the 20 key design points for the new LampizatOr Aphrodite flagship DAC in today's description. But let me share some of its highlights. It implements huge, new, custom EI transformers in its oversized power supply, a custom 4-layer printed circuit board that incorporates CNC milled anti-vibration support, and the elimination of visible screws. It uses 20 separate power circuits and a new USB solution with superclocking, implementing new femto clocks that simply weren't available 4 years ago. It leverages what they have labeled an ultra-high-end music conversion topology, a customized garbage muting solution, proprietary firmware and software, and a new chip that they say will revolutionize the industry. And with its new tube scheme and tube choices, it looks to be a tube roller's paradise. And the originality doesn't stop there. Housed in a new CNC milled chassis, implementing a new heating scheme, showcasing an elegant new colored dual OLED display, it boasts the complete elimination of knobs and LCD displays. With an announced retail export price of 88,000 euros, or $103,000 at today's rate of exchange, they have pronounced it to be a significant advance over and above the Horizon 360. LampizatOr's announcement emphasizes that one of the most significant advances offered by the Aphrodite is the elimination of the volume control and preamp circuitry. And because the new tube scheme delivers a fixed level of analog output, another advantage is that it leverages power pentodes as DAC output converters and overspecified power pentodes as triode loads. In what must be seen as a rather radical and somewhat extreme approach, LampizatOr feels that using power pentodes in a triode mode gives the Aphrodite its signature powerful and effortless sonic voice. While there is a pre-release discussion of Aphrodite's performance with Polish LampizatOr audio retailer G-Point Audio, captured in a YouTube video posted September 10th, also linked in today's description, the official launch for Aphrodite will be this November's Capital Audio Fest. As one of the journalists who is set to review this exciting, bold new model from LampizatOr, given my extensive history and previous encounters with LampizatOr products, experiences that include adding the overachieving Baltic 4 to my DAC stable, I'm sure you can imagine just how excited I am to hear Aphrodite's exceptionally finely crafted and exotic voice. I can't wait to share the experience with you all. As always, thank you for taking the time to drop by today. Further information on supporting the channel may be found in today's description section or at my companion website, theaudioanalyst.com. Please stay safe and keep the music playing. Till next time, cheers.